you for joining us this morning on Theory News at 9. Our breaking story today is the social penetration theory.
The social penetration theory proposes that the process of developing deeper intimacy in a relationship with another person comes through mutual self-disclosure. Like sharing personal history, feelings, and secrets, today we ask people if they could describe social penetration to us.
Ogre trip.
Oh, I know what. Maybe I could have decapitated an entire village and put their heads on a plate, gotten a knife, cut open their spleen, and drink their fluids. Does that sound good to you?
No, not really, no.
For your information, there's a lot more to ogres than people think.
Example?
Example? Okay, ogres are like onions.
They stink?
Yes. No.
Oh, they make you cry?
No.
Oh, you leave them out in the sun, they get all brown, start sprouting little white hairs.
No. Layers. Onions have layers. Ogres have layers. Onions have layers? You get it. We both have layers.
Oh, you both have layers. Oh. You know, not everybody likes onions. Cake! Everybody loves cakes. Cakes have layers.
I don't care what everyone likes.
That's exactly right. Social penetration is just like peeling the layers of an onion. The layers of a person's personality structure hold feelings and beliefs about the self, and the deeper layers are more vulnerable, protected, and central to the self-image of a person. By exposing those inner layers, we practice self-disclosure. But how do we practice self-disclosure? We sent our reporter, Allie Thorson, to investigate. Allie, what did you find?
Hey guys, I found out today that in order to practice self-disclosure, we must voluntarily share personal history, feelings, and attributes about ourselves. But there's a certain way to execute self-disclosure. First, it must be in the right context, and there is a certain time and place to disclose information. Second, there's an appropriate and inappropriate audience for certain information. And lastly, the other person's reaction and reciprocation is when a person should feel satisfied, and depending on the situation, disclose more information. Because, of course, you don't want to end up in an awkward situation like the man I spoke with today.
This is not as nice as I remember it.
What are we going to talk about? Hi, I'm threatened by you.
Mark Bellison, table for two.
Of course. Come with me.
Thank you.
Thank you. Plastic.
Very embarrassed I work here.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
And you're very pretty. That only makes this worse. Can I get you two started on some drinks?
Yes.
I'll have a Budweiser, please.
I'll have a mango margarita, and I'll probably have 3 more drinks by the end of the night.
Your sister?
No.
Daughter?
No.
She's way out of your league.
Thank you. Shall I ask you some questions about yourself?
Yes.
How do you spend your days?
I get up at 8 in the morning because the noise from my alarm clock interrupts my sleep, and I lean over and just turn it off. And
It's more specific than I thought.
Oh,
just
what did you want to know?
Wow. Do you have a job?
I have a job in an office.
What do you do?
I'm an executive.
Do you enjoy that?
No.
Oh.
But I enjoy the end result of the job, which is money. And also the hours are pretty good for the amount of money I make, which I spend on things I like, such as clothes, hiking, and drinking, even though I know it's bad for me. But I'd rather just get all the money and not have to work for the results.
Sure. Tell me something about you, though.
You already know a lot about me. You know I'm good looking because, well, here I am. And you know that I'm successful because you've seen my apartment and the clothes that I'm wearing. And you know I'm happy because I'm smiling.
Are you always happy?
Usually. Some days I stay in bed eating and crying.
There you go.
Thank you.
I had a little sip of this.
Okay.
From right there. So, you guys ready to order, or do you need a moment?
I'm good.
Oh, I'll have the Caesar salad with chicken because I think I'm fat, but I also think I deserve something that tastes good.
I'll have the fish tacos because it's what I had last time I was here. It's all I know.
Great. I'll get those two started. If I gave you my number, would you call me?
No. Sorry, it's my mom. I think she's probably checking on the date. It won't take long. Hello? Yes, I'm with him right now. No, not very attractive. No, doesn't make much money. It's all right, though. Seems nice. Kind of funny. A bit fat. Has a funny little snub nose. Kind of like a frog in a facial.
Yeah, but...
No, I won't be sleeping with him tonight. Nope. Probably not even a kiss. Okay, you too. Bye. Sorry about that.
It's all right. Don't think twice. That was your mum, all right?
She's all right.
Great. That's...
In Sherman, Illinois, a group of high school students practiced the social penetration theory while spending their entire Saturday at a school in detention. 5 students, John Bender, Brian Johnson, Allison Reynolds, Claire Standish, and the star athlete Andrew Clark were all served detention for various deeds. We spoke with the students today about what they did to deserve a Saturday in detention.
Admit to.
Okay, fine, but that doesn't make it any less bizarre.
What's bizarre? I mean, we're all pretty bizarre. Some of us are just better at hiding it, that's all.
How are you bizarre? He can't think for himself.
She's right. Do you guys know what I did to get in here? I taped Larry Lester's buns together.
That was you?
Yeah, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Well, you know how hairy he is, right? Well, when they pulled the tape off, most of his hair came off and some skin, too.
Oh, my God.
And the bizarre thing is that I did it for my old man. I tortured this poor kid because I wanted him to think that I was cool. He's always going off about, you know, when he was in school, all the wild things he used to do. And I got the feeling that he was disappointed that I never cut loose on anyone, right? So I'm sitting in the locker room, and I'm taping up my knee, and Larry's undressing a couple lockers down from me. And he's kind of skinny, weak. And I started thinking about my father and his attitudes about weakness. And the next thing I knew, I jumped on top of him and started wailing on him. And my friends, they just laughed and cheered me on. And afterwards, when I was sitting in Vernon's office, all I could think about was Larry's father and Larry having to go home and explain what happened to him. And the humiliation, fucking humiliation he must have felt. Must have been unreal. I mean, how do you apologize for something like that? There's no way. It's all because of me and my old man. God, I fucking hate him. He's like this mindless machine that I can't even relate to anymore. Andrew, you've got to be number one. I won't tolerate any losers in this family. Your intensity is for shit. Win! 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 You son of a bitch. You know, sometimes I wish my knee would give. then I wouldn't be able to wrestle anymore. And he could forget all about me.
I think your old man and my old man should get together and go bowling.
You want to know what I did to get in here? Nothing. I didn't have anything better to do. You're laughing at me.
No!
Yeah, you are.
With their high degree of disclosure in specific areas of their lives, the students realized their depth of penetration created a closer bond with each other. The group also follows the law of reciprocity by everyone opening up to each other and returning their secrets. And although they had to spend an entire Saturday in the school library, they ended up embracing the social penetration theory aspect of territoriality and the look at the library as their own special place.
It's no secret that the pressures of fitting in overwhelm teens and adolescents today. The social penetration theory tells us that social exchange in high school can be a very dangerous thing. The relationships and statuses of students can create harmful environments for students with a perceived lower status created by more popular groups. Some students don't realize the outcome of their action isn't as rewarding as it is costly. Katie Heron shares her story with us of how moving from Africa to her first real school at 16 was more than she bargained for.
We have a new student with us. She just moved here from Africa.
Welcome. I'm from Michigan.
Great. I'm 16, but until today, I was homeschooled. And then it was goodbye, Africa. And hello, high school. Hi, I'm Katie. I'm Jess. This is Damien.
Watch out, new meat coming through.
This map shows the school's central nervous system, the cafeteria. You got your cool Asians, burnouts, jocks, the greatest people you will ever meet, and the worst.
So you've never been to a real school before? Shut up. Shut up.
I didn't say anything. Plastics. Who are the plastics?
They're teen royalty.
That's Karen Smith. She is one of the dumbest girls you will ever meet. I'm kind of psychic. Really? It's like I have ESPN or something. Gretchen Wieners. She has 2 Fendi purses and a silver Lexus. And evil takes a human form in Regina George. She knows everything about everyone.
That's why her hair is so big. It's full of secrets.
We want to invite you to have lunch with us. Regina seems sweet.
Get in, loser. We're going shopping.
Your house is really nice.
I know, right?
Being with the plastics was like leaving the actual world and entering girl world. Have you seen any guys that you think are cute yet? There's this guy in my calculus class. His name's Aaron Samuels.
No.
That's Regina's ex-boyfriend. Ex-boyfriends are off limits. I mean, that's just like the rules of feminism.
Gretchen told me that you like Aaron Samuels. I could talk to him for you if you want.
Really? You would do that?
You're so hot.
Why would she do that?
She's a life ruiner. I knew how this would be settled in the animal world. But this was girl world. All the fighting had to be sneaky.
I want to lose 3 pounds.
They're these nutrition bars my mom uses to lose weight.
It won't close. It's a 5. You could try Sears.
Why are you eating a Galtine bar?
What?
They make you gain weight like crazy.
Who does she think she is? I like invented her.
I'm sorry I laughed at you.
I'm sorry I called you fat.
I'm sorry that people are so jealous of me. But I can't help it that I'm popular.
Walk it off. Walk it off.
Okay. You know who's looking fine tonight? Seth Mosikowski. He is your cousin. What? He's a good kisser.
Katie realized that she followed the maximum principle of human behavior, sought to maximize her benefits and minimize her costs by becoming popular, but realized that the cost of losing herself, her friends, and the respect of her family was too costly for her.
We have breaking news now about the social penetration theory. Ellie, what can you tell us about these comparison levels that have been reported?
Yes, we're getting more information that the comparison level is the first point of reference that deals with a person's satisfaction in the relationship. It's basically how happy or sad an outcome of an interpersonal relationship makes someone feel and can be looked at as the standard for relationship satisfaction. But there's also news about a second comparison level The second is called the comparison level of alternatives and is standard by which we evaluate our relationship outcomes. The comparison level is known to show the stability of relationships, and this second comparison level has been answering questions like would my relational payoffs be better with someone else, and what is the worst outcome I'll put up with and still be in my relationship. We've been told that more attractive outside possibilities become available, or as existing outcomes fall below the best outcome, that relationship has been known to become unstable. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Ellie. And if you have any questions about the social penetration theory, don't forget to check out the book, A First Look at Communication Theory.
Thanks for joining us on this edition of Third News at 9. You stay classy, Fargo.